Hello traders, welcome to your technical market update for Tuesday the 17th of February 2015. After a very quiet session last night, we now have the market in a mood ready to trade. As I mentioned in the economic calendar update, we have the RBA minutes out, which puts support under the Australian dollar and the commodity currencies, and we've seen some weight on the euro due to a failed deal. So let's get into it. We're on the New Zealand versus the US daily chart. And as you can see, we do have some support in the New Zealand, which is to be expected as the Australian dollar also got some support. How that plays out will determine on the US dollar going forward tonight. And we still haven't closed the gap on the weekend. Now, I've mentioned that I've pulled the fib yesterday from the lows to the high, and we are now testing the fib 50 level, which, if rejected, could suggest that this pullback here after a quite significant falls is ready to turn and go away. However, we could move up to the 38.2, which is historical support, could then become resistance. So there's some levels that I'm looking at, waiting for an opportunity to go short for the long term. But for now, it's only scalping opportunities that I'm looking for, and I don't have much on offer tonight. So let's get to it. The Australian dollar, as I mentioned, we've got support. We still have this double bottom forming, and we could see the Australian dollar now move up and test the historical downtrend line over here at 79 cents. So keep an eye on that. If I pull a fib from the low to some highs, we might be able to see that we've got 80 cents, we've got 79 cents, and we've got 78.5 cents. So I would like to think that the market could potentially now, depending on what happens with the US dollar, continue to support the Australian dollar until we see the next round of weak data coming in, putting pressure onto the Australian dollar as the market rejects its previous thoughts that we will be introducing a rate cut in March. So that's the market sentiment, and that's what we're trading. So there's no use fighting it, even though the fundamentals for the long term support a downtrend and lower prices for the Australian dollar, especially compared to the US dollar. So we'll trade the market sentiment in the short term, looking for trading opportunities going long. The Great British Pound came off last night, and as I said in my video yesterday, that we've got this uptrend which is in full swing, and if we did get a pullback coming back near the uptrend line, it would be a perfect opportunity. And it just happens that the market has bounced. If I pull a Fibonacci from the high to the low, and we have historical resistance level potentially now becoming support at the 61.8 Fibonacci level, we could get a bounce off here with good data tonight, break through the $1.54 and continue on targeting $1.55. So that's something to keep in mind, and that's a trade that I'm definitely interested in. So keep an eye on that, and that is a big bearish candle, and we could have a false bounce here, and it could come down to test $1.53 before finding some support. So keep that in mind. However, for now, we're on a 4-hourly chart. It does seem like we do have some support here right now. So we will keep an eye on that as the European session kicks off very soon, and see how the market is interpreting the latest round of data. And then in a few hours' time, the UK data will be the time to place your orders. The euro came off due to the failed bridging loan agreement, as I mentioned, but we're still within this range, and there's no trades to be had. The next meeting's on Wednesday, and I do believe that the euro is going to remain in this area until Wednesday. And we're still going to be playing the headline game, and the markets are going to be moving. It's not a game I like playing. It's not the high probability trading arena, so just stay out of it for now is sort of my suggestion and what I plan on doing. The US CAD, the oil has been supported again, and with the US dollar not showing signs of a bounce just quite yet, as yesterday was a pretty subdued market, well, we have a little bit of weak US CAD. However, it's still really a nothing formation and we're still in the consolidation here. We need to see a big breakout or a sharp move in either direction before we get excited. So the US dollar and oil prices is really governing what's happening here. We don't have any data coming out tonight based on the Canadian economy. This is a long-term trade that I've been mentioning and I'm focused on. We did have a big breakout here, and I am a pro-US dollar person in the fundamentals. However, I need to wait until market sentiment is ready to jump on board. So the fundamental support going long, I'm just looking for evidence that the market is ready to go long. I don't want to be sitting in a trade and price action be wandering around for many days and I don't make any money off that capital. It goes from profit to loss to profit to a little bit of a loss. It's just a frustrating game. So for now, we'll just wait and we'll try not to pick a bottom, but I think the bottom is very near. And I'll be keeping an eye on the US dollar index for clues as well. So I'm looking for support, and it looks like we did get a bounce before it hit $1.18 here on the 4-hourly chart. So it is showing signs of support. If I go to a 1-hourly chart, we're not really in an uptrend yet. So we'll have to wait and see. There is some scalping opportunities there, but I will be sharing in the future my trading strategies for scalping the market. Now, the euro has been weak due to the deal falling through, and the pound economy is strong. So it makes sense for us to be looking at the euro pound. As the euro economy continues to be weak and a deal continues to drag on, we will see the euro come under pressure. And if we get some solid news tonight from the UK economy, this will spark a sell-off in the euro Great British pound tonight. So there's a trade for you to be looking at. It possibly could bounce up here and test the 74-cent region, and then we could get some good UK data, and then we could start seeing a little bit of a sell-off for some pips to be had. So that's one for you to watch and keep an eye out. So hopefully that's given you an indication on what's happening on the charts. It's the start of the trading week really, and hopefully we can pick up some pips this week. So until tomorrow, I'll be back. Trade well.